Just first and foremost, I just want to congratulate Denver. It's a hard-fought game. They're a heck of a hockey team, and I just want to wish them all the best. And they did a nice job. Secondly, I couldn't be. It's my 40th year in Division I hockey. I couldn't be more proud of the young men that I was able to coach this year. It's the most fun I've had, and I owe it all to them. And I just told them at the end that this one game is not going to define who they are as hockey players or people. There are a lot of expectations on this group, and they exceeded those expectations and dealt with all that pressure so well. So I just want to thank them publicly, and we'll take questions.
Thank you.
All right, further questions for Coach Pearson right here in front, Jimmy.
Thank you, Mel Pearson. Jim Conley from USCHO. Can you kind of get into the X's and O's about why it was difficult out there tonight? Obviously, Denver had some good layers. It seemed their defense blocking shots. I mean, everything seemed to be what was almost frustrating for your offense. What did they do right?
Yeah, the first period they had a third guy back all the time, and we tried to carry the puck through that. They created too many turnovers, especially from the what we call the danger zones, the blue line to the top of the circles. As the game wore on, we got a little bit better with our puck possession, started to make some plays, got a little more comfortable, but they played desperate. And that's, with the layers and the blocking the shots, and they took a lot away from us. And, we would just have to dump it back in the corner and reload and grind. They're just structurally really good defensively. Everybody thought this might be a high-scoring game, but both teams played solid defensively, and the goaltending was great too. So, but they check. That's their MO, and everything starts off their defense offensively, and they worked hard tonight. They really made it difficult on us, as you mentioned.
Back here on the left.
Coach Owen Gunn from WTBU Sports. It's been talked about throughout the year that, you guys have, guys that you're not going to have the same group of guys together in coming years. And I'm just wondering for you as a coach, like what you hope this group of guys gets from out of this season and their time at Michigan.
Well, first and foremost is the friendships that they built. Those are lifelong friendships, as these guys alluded to. I've been doing this a long time. This team was as close as any. They really came together as a group, whether it was missing guys, some controversy, the Olympics, whatever it might be. I mean, they dealt with a lot, and just the pressure of just because you get drafted or you're a high draft pick, no one sprinkles magic dust on you and become this great player. You have to earn that. And those guys continued to work, and they were driven, and just a fantastic group of young men to be around.
Okay, Adam.
Adam Oden, College Hockey News. Getting back to the X's and O's part, your defense likes to jump in the play a lot, but their defense, a lot of stretch breakout passes, it looked like. I mean, did that prevent you from being able to get your defense up in the zone a lot?
Well, a little bit, Adam. I mean, they did. When they had time and possession, they stretched us, and that makes it a little more difficult. For us, we wanted to make sure we played sound D, yeah, even in the zone. Like, we didn't jump in as much as we did because, they played so sound defensively. And you saw the odd time we jumped up. Luke Hughes jumps up on a 2-on-1 in overtime, just really starts from the defensive zone. We just didn't seem to have that push like we do. But give them credit. They did a fantastic job of just not even allowing us to get into our game.
Over here on the right.
Chris Lurchewitz, College Hockey Online. You got 6 goals from your fourth line in this tournament, all seniors. What have they meant in your senior class in general to this team?
They're fantastic. I mean, you need seniors. You need seniors to lead your team. And not only did they score those goals, but they were, great leaders and just handling all the expectations and the young people. But They played their best hockey when they really needed to. They stepped up for us. I mean, they're not known for goal scoring. Try to use them against their other top lines in checking, but we got a bonus from those guys. They not only checked, they scored. But they did everything we asked them to, and I just wish we got a little bit more from other lines that played like that. They played to our structure and had success. It wasn't pretty. They didn't make a lot of fancy plays. They scored.
Lance?
Lance Lysowski from the Buffalo News. I mean, what do you think about Owen Power tonight in a tight game like that, and your thoughts just reflecting on how he's improved during this season?
Yeah, he's made great strides. I think Nick alluded to it, not only on the ice, but off the ice. And just his maturity and his leadership, like taking charge of a game. Here's a young man that's played in the World Championships, played in the Olympics. And, we really needed him to take a step forward this year. His offensive game is just, matured. You could see he wants the puck on his stick. He's driven. He's a game changer, and he wants that. But his game from last year where he was to where he is this year, it's just grown exponentially. And Buffalo's going to get a real good hockey player. I hope maybe one more year we can get out of him. But
All right, in front here.
Ryan Zuke, Ann Arbor News. I know, Mel, you mentioned 40 years in college hockey. Have you gotten the sense that this tournament's become more difficult to win over the years with the parity in college hockey?
Well, this is my 13th time at the Frozen Four as a coach, 14th overall. I played in a player. I've been to 3 championship games in those 14 years. It's hard to get here. There were some really good teams that never had the opportunity to get here. You have to be good, and you need a little bit of luck. We just didn't seem to have any lady luck on our side tonight. But these guys did a great job, especially all the expectations and the pressure that they had to even get here. And we're in the game. It's one shot, could go either way, and that's the single game elimination, especially in hockey, makes it so difficult to win.
Over here on the end. Yep.
Jason Scales with Inside Hockey. Coach, you mentioned you're 40 years in the game and how hard it is to get here. David's been here twice now in such a short period of time with his age. Can you just talk about that, how impressive it is to see somebody like that come to this stage? And
Yeah, he's a good young coach. He's done a fabulous job. You look at the recruiting and the players that they have there, and he was a good assistant coach, and they've recruited well. I like the way they play. They play the right way. A lot of talk about they mirror us. They have some skill guys, and he's done a real good job. He's got a bright future. And good for him. I think I taught him a thing or two. I coached him back at a midget festival, I think, when he was 15 years old. So he reminded me today. I kept calling him Matt. He had a brother named Matt that played in the NHL a long time. I kept calling David Matt. So, but very happy for him, and they're going to do a good job there.
Right in front here.
All right. Connor Yergid from the Michigan Daily. Obviously, your contract's expiring on April 30th. Will you be the coach for Michigan next season?
I'm glad you care about me, Connor, but I'm just going to talk about the game and our team tonight.
Okay, right here in front.
Sam Bernardi, Michigan Daily. It seemed like your team played its best hockey early in that overtime period. What was your message to them in that third intermission?
To get the lead. We only needed one shot. It's one shot, and we were in the game. We hadn't played our best. I thought as the game wore on, we got better and better and better versus some games recently that we got worse as the game went on. But we were right there, one goal. The message was just keep playing, play our game, get everything to the net. There's no bad shot in overtime, and we had it. I thought the first 5 minutes there especially, or maybe the first 10, that we were the better team. We just couldn't get pucks through them or to the net or get a bounce or a break.
Adam, we'll take one more over here.
Yeah, Coach Adam Wood in College Hockey News. Yesterday we talked about whether it was going to be 98 or 97, but it didn't look like you guys were physically not ready to play this game like 97.
Right.
I mean, would you say that's the case? I mean, it looked more like an execution thing than necessarily being ready physically.
Yeah, there's a lot that goes into it, and again, it's one game, and they're good. Every team here is really good. Minnesota State's good. Minnesota's good. Denver's good. The teams we played last weekend are really good. It's hard to advance. I thought we were ready to play. We're a fairly loose group, and they were comfortable today. And as a coach, all you can do is give them the opportunity and lead them and give them a few things they need to work on, and thought they did that. But Denver played hard. They played well. And there's a reason Denver's won, I don't know, is it 32 games now? You know, they're a good hockey team, and you have to play your best. And even when you play your best, some nights you're not going to win. And I don't think it was our best game tonight. You know, we had a lot of guys play hard, but there were certain guys who had difficulty playing in this game tonight for one reason or another. But hats off to Denver. Don't take anything away from them.